the neighborhood that you're in.
Yeah, because in the Outback there isn't, is there? It's just, you know, hammer down. Actually, I checked today to see if there was any updates of the Australia World Truck Australia game coming out. Still no updates on a release date there. I still got to download the Alaskan one and give that a go. I've just heard there's been bad reports about it.
Yeah, I downloaded it. Tried it yet.
Oh, that's right, you did too. Last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah, I might do. I mean, bad port reports, okay, but at the end of the day, some people have their own expectation of a game. I might try it and like it, for all I know. I don't know without giving it a go myself, so...
Exactly. It could just be that it's different from ATS and people want something similar.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the feel will be different and everything else like that, so you just got to get used to it. And then you might end up liking it, and I think a lot of people just give up. It's like all those Steam reviews I see, you know, and the people giving their review about a game, oh, I don't like this game, blah, blah, blah. Then you look at it and they've played it for like 5 minutes. And you can't, with a game you can't do that. You need to give it a good go, because you've got to get used to the way it's designed, the way the controls are set up. And if it's something different to when you're used to, it doesn't mean it's going to be a bad game. You've got to keep going and get used to it. Once you get used to it, you might find it's a good game. And even games that start off and I don't like the look or the feel of, I'll keep going, because you never know. Further on down the track, it might turn into the best game you've ever played. Further on down the track.
Exactly.
You know, it might be a bad start, not very good at the beginning, but the other 3/4 of the game might be awesome. Well, there might be bits, you know, might be bad, really good, average, really good, but the really good bits might be worth playing the game. They might be like some of the best bits you've played in a game. And for me, that's like worth going through it and trying it out. I just want to see if the graphics are better than the demo that they popped out a long time ago. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's next year. I can't remember if it was that game. I know there was a game that got pushed back. I think it's the Aussie one. It was meant to come out this year, and I think they've pushed it to next year. But I honestly can't remember if that was the case, if it was that game or not. I just remember it was of a game. Yeah, the only thing I don't like the idea of in that Alaskan road truck, which is, for those who don't know, there's a game called Alaskan Truck or something coming out. Alaskan Truck Simulator or something like that, and it is actually supposed to be based off Ice Road Truckers, the TV show. Discovery are on board with it, and I always wanted SCS to do a Ice Road Truckers game. I thought they would be perfect for it. And currently there's a demo for it which hasn't received good reviews from what I hear. I haven't done any research myself, if I'm honest. And but I came across it a long time ago. They popped a demo video out of it. A trailer for it. And it's on Steam. And the interior graphics don't look very good, but I went, okay, it's in early stages yet, it hasn't even been released. They might improve that. And it's not just for truck, it's sort of like survival. You got to pull over and you got to build yourself a fire and hunt rabbits or whatever to get yourself food, which I find a bit silly. Because if I used to watch ice road truckers, and number one, they brought their own food. Number two, when they had to pull over and rest, they would leave the engine running and have the heater going. Because A, that way they don't freeze during the night, and B, the engine doesn't freeze, so they couldn't get it started the next morning. But the one thing that I was really concerned about, and I think is silly, is the fact that in that game you get a flat tyre, which is not the silly bit. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome in this game too. I reckon things like that happening, mechanical fails to certain parts or something like that. I reckon you should be able to. Whoa, slow down! You're pulling out in front of me. Left lane, get in the left lane. You know, mechanical parts have to maintain, which you do here, but I suppose it sort of does. But anyway, you don't get flat tyres, which happens. But in this game, you do get a flat tyre. But what really gets up my nose is that in the game, you change a truck tyre, the weight of a car, almost. Nowhere near it, but you know what I mean. It's heavy. You change it like it is a car, a normal car wheel, changing a normal car's tyre, which I find ridiculous. Because you can't do that. They basically in the game, in the demo they show, on the trailer they pulled out a jack that looks like it's for a car too. It's not like a huge car jack. It looks exactly like one that you get with cars back in the 70s. Well, maybe they're still around in certain countries, I don't know. And lift the truck up and undo the bolts and take the wheel off. And that doesn't happen in real life. So, but yeah, I'm going to try it out. I'm going to play the demo of that game and see what it's like. See what it has to offer in the demo. I don't know how much of gameplay they're going to leave out. Out of my way, buddy. This horn's going to stay on until you move.
It's my cue to change lanes.
Okay, maybe not. Fine. Oh, well, I wasn't really. I caught up to him, and then all of a sudden he was matching the speed I was doing, so I didn't have to slow down. And now he's slowly getting away from me. I have to get back into that lane, so I'm sure as soon as I do that, it'll slow down again. Oh, there's a bit of lag. Quite a lot of lag. Ah, now he's figured out which of the pedals is actually the accelerator. Excellent. Or, since he didn't move with me blaring my horn at him, he's got his radio on blasting at, 11, and it switched from the Spice Girls to Metallica. Hence the reason why he's got a little heavy on the foot there. And I say that in reference to a study where they found that the more fast-paced the music is, the faster you drive. Apparently. So yeah, if you want to drive faster, then I suggest putting your Celine Dion on 2 times speed. You'll get there twice as fast. Mind you, if I get in the car with someone playing Celine Dion, we will get there fast because I want to get out of that car as quick as possible. So I'll be putting my foot on top of theirs and putting the accelerator pedal not to the floor, through it, onto the ground. Not that I've got anything against Celine Dion, I just got things against the music. No, not a big fan of it, but I don't, I'll listen to it if I have to. Mainly because I'm a rocker at heart. I was brought up to enjoy rock and roll. Good old 70s bands, and not a big fan of some of the 80s bands. Some I like, some I don't. 90s, came too commercialised. Not very many good 90s bands that came out. It was all about like they do with boy bands and stuff like that. It's all about the looks and the talent. No way, Dave, really? American Idol. It's not the one with the talent that wins, it's the one that the teenage girls like the most wins. Dude, that's incredible. 16 months, man. 16 months subscription.
Nice.
16 months of paying me to keep you bored, to get you to sleep at night. 16 months I've been an affiliate. What can I say? I could say thank you. There, I'll do that then. Thank you, Dave. That is absolutely awesome, mate. And I appreciate it thoroughly. It's been an absolute... Well, it's always a thrill to have you here, subscribed or not. It has been a long time, yes, and only, what, eight more months away from 2 years. Two years of watching me play games without these Nightmare on Elm Street. That would be my face on a webcam. I'd have to buy industrial strength webcam that wouldn't break anyway. Actually, I've been thinking about it. I know I mentioned ages ago, because this place is not really set up. I can't set up a webcam properly with lighting and the way it is. And I was going to move. Well, the move fell through, by the way. Hence why I haven't mentioned anything else about it. But I have sort of tried to think about putting a webcam up, so you can see me, and then I've got to pull in for a way station. Hang on. Right, we've got to go, JJ, so I can't stay to finish it. No question about proof of all good, mate. Yep. Thanks, buddy. Hopefully we'll see you in the weekend for the farming simulator. And yeah, weekend. Hopefully you're not working in the weekend either. You can enjoy it. But yeah, thanks, Ozzy. Thanks for keeping us company for a few hours. He says goodbye to you too as well, Causey.
Have a good one.
He said one thing before he leaves, can you do us a favour and crash? He meant me, he was talking to you, by the way, not me.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Don't need to check. You can trust me. That's exactly what he put in.
Well, let's see if we can.
Actually, I was going to have a look at
disappointed here.
Well, that's what said. I was going to say, let's have a look at our trailer and what we're carrying, and then you drive past with the exact same thing. So we've seen it now. That's done. That's off the to-do list. Well, we've seen what your cargo looks like with your truck. Let's just see what it looks like with the awesomeness that is my truck. My truck looks like I just stole this trailer, to be honest.
55 here.
Looks like my truck's part of a biker gang.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's 55. What does that set to? 77. Well, we're not having that because it's 55. We must be in California or somewhere close to it with the 55 speed limit.
Side. Virgin River, huh? That's a nice view.
Probably not a good idea to be in 18th gear at 55 miles an hour around this area with the hills and stuff. I won't get much of a run up if I need to get up a hill. I'm getting quite a bit of lag. Actually, we'll change back into 17th. There, I gotta slow right down.
Well, with regard to me crashing, I will remind you that there was the car that I totally did not hit when I was getting off the on-ramp earlier.
Son of a gun.
Just wanted to point that out.
Is that the competition? Texaco, it is.
That was not a crash.
Go slow with Texaco. You want to get a move on? Get Chevron.
It looks like up here everybody's got the Texaco.
I got slowed down by the Texaco thing. Best bit about what I just said, at the end of it, I put my thumb up like you guys can see that. Because I was really trying to sell it. I don't care what you use because we don't have either of these in our country. Oh, we do sort of have Texaco, but they're called Caltex. Which is a joint venture between California Oil and Texaco. So we got the same, they use the same branding, the star, as Texaco here for that. Just some useless information for you guys to share over dinner tonight, or breakfast with your family. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. Whoa, what are you slowing right down for, buddy? Right, come on. Yes, that's the way. Get out of the way.
Yeah.
That's the only way. I just it's changed the bloody speed limit on me again. But where are we? This is Las Vegas.
This is Las Vegas.
I don't think I've ever been to Las Vegas in this game during the daytime. Hence the reason why I didn't know where I was right now. If it was dark, I would have gone, oh, we're in Las Vegas. Has anyone else in chat had that? I used to have that, like, for, you know, because we were bored, nothing much to do where I lived, in the big city of Auckland. As a teenager, I used to cough. That's what I just did then. Me and my friend, yeah, I did have a friend, cost me a packet, but nevertheless. We used to, at night time, go for a drive, and we used to live on the north shore, as it was known, which is north Auckland. We used to drive to South Auckland, which is a lot bigger, and purposely get lost and try and find our way home. We did it quite a lot, that when I actually had to go to South Auckland, if I went there during the night, I actually recognised places and knew where I was. Now, if I went in the same place during the day, I had no clue, didn't recognise it or anything.
Stay left.
Lost wages. Oh, Las Vegas. That's quite good. I like that, Dave. Oh, it's funny because it's true. That's exactly what happens. Seriously, we just ended up on where we could have gone straight ahead. We just ended up in the same interstate we were on in the first place. Oh, 70, okay. Whoa, stay on the road. I know the road is a guideline, but it's a lot smoother guideline than not being on it. Where's Causey? Oh, he's still there. We've got another 7 hours, so we're looking at about another 20 minutes real time, which works out pretty well.
Yeah.
Especially, I just got to realise as well that with these convoy modes, slow down. No, stay on your wheels. Oh, we're back to 55 as well. Yeah, I just realised, because obviously with the convoy modes during my winter time, your summertime, it's quite late for you. When we get towards the end of it.
Yeah, it's after midnight now.
That lane clear. There's a bit of a pile up here. Oh, the poor truck broke its back.
Oh dear.
Did you see, it's Vista. That's what happens when you try and haul a paperweight. Bada boom. That one will be in this year's Christmas crackers. It's worthy of it. You guys have Christmas cracker in America, right?
Yeah, I don't think they're as big a thing as they are in like the UK or New Zealand, but
Whoa. No.
they are a thing.
I don't know why we do them. They are huge here. Well, obviously they're huge around the Commonwealth because, you know, England were very good at making everyone do what they do when they took over the world for a while. And, but, yeah, I don't know why we continue to do it, because all you get is a silly little toy, a silly little hat, and a pathetic joke out of it. And yet you still want to win when you do it.
It's a tradition, just like all the other stupid little traditions that
I know.
Participate in.
Why'd I get trailer damage then? I got 2% trailer damage.
It sort of bounced a little bit on my screen. I don't know what happened.
Well, for those that don't know what a Christmas cracker is, it's really hard to explain. How do I explain it?
It's just like a tiny little tube, basically, that you just play tug of war with.
Yeah.
And it's got just
basically
little novelty things inside of it.
Yeah, it's the end is sort of, you know, if you think of the sweets or lollies that you pull both ends, twisted at the ends, you pull both ends with the wrapper. It's sort of twisted at the ends like that. And what you do is a person grabs one end, another person grabs another one, and you pull. And there's a little stick in there with a little bit of powder in it, which goes bang. And so when you pull it, you get a bit of a bang. Hence the word cracker. Because yeah, it makes a cracking sound when you pull it. Which is more, instead of a bang, probably, well, it is a bang, but the sound sounds like crack. Something cracking. And yeah, the one who ends up with the most of the cracker wins what's inside, which, like I said, is generally a hat, like it's almost like the, you know, birthday type hats that kids get, and the crown looking thing, and you get a silly little toy like a whistle or a small compass or something like that, things you'd never want or use. And then you get a joke inside, and the jokes are normally really, really bad. And there's a trick to winning as well. There is a way to guarantee that you win all the time. If you want to know what that trick is, if you ever and don't know how to win, is that stick with the little bit of powder on it that makes the bang. But that comes out, basically it's about the length of the Christmas cracker. So when you hold each end, you hold the ends, you squeeze down on them, and then pull, each person pulls the ends. So you're basically also holding down on the stick, the little stick. It's more like cardboard, really. But anyway, you're holding that on when you pull it as well. So what the trick is you put your thumb on the inside, and you hold the paper, the wrapper, and then you put your thumb on the stick itself and push down on that and pull that. And if you do that, you're guaranteed to win every time. You're guaranteed to get the bigger half of the cracker and win the prize. It guarantees you to have something you never want, but also the joy of I'm reading out a joke that is really bad. And which brings me back to the question, why do we want to win? Why do we still do it? And they're really bad jokes too. I'm not making that up. They're bad. It's a tradition before, well, back in the BC times. And so are the jokes. That's where they come from too, I think, as well. 2000 BC.
Stay left.
So, yeah. But it's something we do. It's something we do with Christmas dinner. Or your Christmas lunch. You sit down at the table and you have your dinner there. You got your knife and fork. And a packet of Christmas crackers which you share out between each one, and then, yeah.
Stay left.
It's just a whole lot of nothing around here, isn't there?
In the desert.
Yeah, doesn't look like anything like our desert, I'll tell you that. Our desert's got a bit more scenery. But then again, it's got so much scenery. It was years and years and years before I realised the road that runs through it, called the Desert Road. The reason why it was called the Desert Road is because it runs through a desert. I didn't realise it was a desert. But then again, Antarctica's a desert as well, technically. So they come in all forms. So, how far there have we got to go? 3 hours, which is 9 minutes, 10 minutes of real time driving. Which is perfect, because what I didn't do when I made my cup of coffee was turn the heater on, and now the temperature has just rapidly dropped. Oh, I got to turn right here.
Exit right.
Yeah, a little bit more indication. Just
Get ready to turn right.
give people the impression that I am considerate.
Turn right.
Yeah, it's all clear. Whereabouts in California we're going to?
Oxnard. It's just to the west of LA.